welcome back to the channel. Another little ATV rip today. This one is got the possibility to be longer than the rest. I think my last ATV ride video was about an hour-ish, or just short of an hour. This one is possibly going to be longer than that, given the route that I'm planning on going. And I did bring a couple of extra batteries. In the event that it winds up being a longer than normal video, which again I'm anticipating it's going to be. So apologize to those of you that don't want to sit and watch through it, but for those that do sit and watch through it, I thank you. It's a gorgeous day. It is Monday, September 29th. Wait a minute, Andy, why aren't you at work? Well, took the day off because tomorrow is actually a stat holiday, and so I figured I was going to have a nice long weekend, and it was a nice very long weekend because I also took Friday off. Wound up going camping. But yes, it is a beautiful day today. It is 20 degrees outside right now. Celsius, of course. Definitely not Fahrenheit. Definitely not Fahrenheit. Now I could cheat and go that way, but rail yard don't really like that. So I'll go the good way. So I'm going to take a ride out to the valley. We're going to take a different way to get out there than what I usually do. Alright, now here's the thing. Somewhere along here is a way down, right here. Oh, that wind though. You know, it's funny. Getting dressed to come out here. Well, getting dressed, right? Yeah, like I wasn't wearing clothes already, but I was like, well, it's nice and warm. It's 20 degrees. Maybe I'll just wear a short sleeve. And, well, I don't know. You're gonna be going at times. You're gonna be going like a pretty good speed, so maybe you should wear like a long sleeve shirt. I don't know. I don't want to be too warm. Well, but there is a little bit of wind, and then I get out here and it's like, yeah, it's a little bit more than a little bit of a wind. And that just so happens that I'm driving right into it right now. So, am I glad that I chose a long sleeve shirt? Yes. But at this point in time, am I thinking I should stop and put my hoodie on? Also, yes. Those fall winds, right? Those fall winds. Still though, blue sky, sun is shining, and it's still mainly warm. So I think I'm gonna slow down a wee bit here. Just because I don't 100% know this trail. I don't know. Don't know if there's any unexpected pitfalls or, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, so tomorrow is well, it's a stat holiday in the province of Manitoba where I live, and I believe it's a stat holiday in a few different provinces, but not in all of them. It is the holiday is called Truth and Reconciliation Day. It's every September 30th, every last day of September. I'm not really sure that calling it a holiday is the right thing, because I mean, in my mind, it's not exactly a day of celebration, right? One thing I don't really want to do on this channel is like be political, because I don't know, just like don't want to make this a place of arguing about politics and world viewpoints and stuff like that. But this isn't really an argument, like with the Truth and Reconciliation Day. Like I was saying, I don't think it should be termed a holiday because it's something to be celebrated. I suppose the celebration part could come in the fact that we've realized that there does need to be some kind of reconciliation made towards the indigenous population in how they were treated by, you know, the Catholic schools and the government. You know, Canada is a great country, don't get me wrong, but we are not a perfect country. And I wish when I was younger and going to school, I wish that they taught us the real history of Canada, not the whitewashed history that I've since come to know about and has since really been shown through stories of abuse and so many terrible things that the indigenous people were made to go through, you know. having government officials show up to your house and literally take your children, forcing them into these residential schools. Like, anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't know 100%. Like, I don't know everything about it. I just know what I've been told, and it's disgusting. It is very disgusting. Especially when you consider the searches that are going on these, like, and when I say Indigenous people being treated horribly, like, I'm not talking like the last 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years. No, like, we're talking 200, 300 years. Like, we're the last residential school in Canada closed down in 1996. And I'm not saying that back in 1996 that these same practices were going on, like that they were doing in, like, the early 1900s. But still, like, the fact that, like, these schools were around for so long, and some of the things that they did, like, that the nuns did and the priests did, and, like, it's utterly disgusting, and it is something that definitely should be taught. It is something that, should we as a country be ashamed of it? Yes. But should we as a country try to hide it? No. And for years they did. They, it's like what they call whitewashing, right? Anyway. So tomorrow is the day of truth and reconciliation. Now, how do you reconcile something like that? I don't know. I don't know. How do you reconcile a genocide? Yeah. Geez, I'm sorry, folks. I'm supposed to be out here having a good time, and and then that's how I lead off. That's how I lead off the trip, is with, like, something like that. Boy, that really puts a damper on it, doesn't it? Well, at any rate, apologize for the negativity. Alright, so we're almost to the Young Point Road. Whee! One of these days I'm going to go back there. Once we get to the Young Point Road, then we'll burn down there a little ways to I don't know what the name of the road is now. It used to be called the D8 road, but they've gone and named all these roads here after, I don't know, families that live in the valley now. So, and I I don't remember the names of them. Right there. I used to party in that house a long time ago when I was in high school. Oh, let's lower the sun visor. So yeah, let's go a little way down the road here. Some work here all summer long and replacing the culverts. I don't know if they're doing anything right now, but a few days ago when I was out here, they had big dump trucks going in, dumping these large boulders down along the sides. I see trucks here, but I don't see people working. Oh, I guess I do see people working. Where are you going? Am I going to be able to get down in there? Yeah, all these boulders, they're dumping those all down there. Okay, where are you going, pal? Oh, he's loading up the boulders right there. See, now this all used to be like a little grass path. But I'm guessing when they're doing these culverts, I don't know why they would. Maybe they had them sitting out here or so. I honestly don't know. I'm not a construction person. I'm not a road construction person, so I don't know why they would have come all the way out here when they're doing the culverts back there. So to say, if there's one thing I don't do, it's pretend to know everything about everything. Because I definitely don't. And the problem with pretending to know everything about everything is sooner or later you're going to run into somebody that actually knows the stuff that you're pretending to know about, and they're going to put you in your place. I've known a few people in my life that have known everything about everything. You know what? If you've ever known anybody that knows everything about everything, drop a comment. There you go. I found a hook to lead to. Hey, drop a comment down below. Oh man. So now you can see like this ditch right over here, that's usually like full of water, but they've got it blocked off for doing those culverts. I have no idea where they have it blocked off. But a couple days ago when I come out here and I got up onto this this dike here, like way down, you'll see way down where I turn off, and I got up there and I was like, holy, like when I saw the state of that ditch, and then I was like my God, like I know that we're dry around here, like the water table's low, right? It's extremely dry. That's why, you know, like the forest is tinder dry. Like we need precipitation, we need rain, we need, I hate to say it, we need lots of snow. But I was like thinking, oh my gosh, like this is dried up, like because like that's how dry it is. And then I finally put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh wait a minute, no, they're working on the culverts down there. They've likely got the water blocked, like they've got it dammed up or something like that while they replace those culverts. So it's like, okay, Andy, no, that's, yes, we're dry around here. Yes, I 100% do believe that climate change is a thing, but it ain't that extreme yet. Bit more of this bumpy gravel, and then should be right up here. You can see right into the way the trail used to be. There we go. Keep trying to look on Facebook locally to find more people that, you know, to form like a riding group. You know, they don't even have to call it a club, just like a riding group, you know. I watch, of course I watch other people on YouTube, and like people riding with like, you know, 2, 3, 4 other people. Some people are riding like with incredible groups. It's like, man, like that looks like so much fun. Looks like so much fun. When I was out here a couple days ago, like, 'cause I've been looking for a way to get back out here since the springtime on my first ride with this thing. And I don't mean like the way that I came out here. I mean like from town to get out to over there in the valley. And like so many trails are like they're grown in, and I found it kind of like, I was kind of shocked and saddened, and I'm like, does nobody ride anymore? Like there's so many people that have ATVs, but all these trails are growing in. And so a couple days ago, when was it? Saturday? When I finally found like, oh, hey, here's a trail that'll get me out to like to come this, like the opposite way of what I'm going. And so I'm riding it, and it's like, yeah, like it's pretty grown in places, and there's a couple other trails that I do remember taking that, like, at this point I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'd be trying them now. One of them is a trail that eventually comes out just on the other side of these power lines here, and I remember taking that eons ago with my Honda 450. And back then, yeah, I'd go riding by myself too, because like, again, like, there's lots of people that have quads, but I don't know a lot of people anymore. So, and this is one of those things, like, I'm getting off topic here, but this is one of those things like where I kind of figured that, okay, I have the machine, I'm gonna be out, I should bump into other people, and that's how you make new friends and stuff, right? But it doesn't seem to always be the case. Anyway, the trail that that runs along the other side of this power lines, it's like the start of it is all grown in. Like I drove by it on Saturday and I was like, wow, like I can't even tell the last time someone tried to go down there. And again, with it being, you know, 12 years since I've been along that trail myself, the one and only time I went down it, it was springtime, right? The snow was, there was still a bit of snow on the ground. It was like, you know, melting and all that, right? So I got stuck like just over between those two. Let's stop here. Just between that pole and that pole. I'm hoping you guys can see where I'm pointing, but between that pole and that pole, somewhere in there, I got stuck really bad. Thankfully, I was able to winch myself out, right? Thankfully, but yeah, I got stuck really bad, and I kept coming along this way, and there were places where like the water was super high. Like again, I'm hoping, I don't know if you can see it, but we'll say like up to here on my boots, super high. And yeah. So I never ever went down there again, because if I'm out somewhere and I get stuck, if I'm by myself, then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to go back down there unless I'm ever with somebody, so that it's a lot easier to get out, right? And yeah, like, it's, again, I know two people that I talk to on the regular that have an ATV. One is my cousin Dustin, who's out of town right now, and the other is my friend Mark, and I think he's working right now, I think, but they also have their own lives, right? Like, they can't just, you know, like when I have the luxury of, like, okay, I'm off today, I got up this morning, I did some of the things that I wanted to get done in the next couple days, like for prepping for winter and stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to go for a quad ride, right? Like, I have the luxury that I can, at a drop of a hat, you know, as long as I'm not working, I can just be like, yep, I'm going for a quad ride. Like, I don't have to check with a significant other. I don't have a child that, you know, oh no, I have my child, you know, my significant other is, you know, busy doing something that they want to do, right? So no, I have the child, you know, I don't have those responsibilities. Would that be the right way? Well, I suppose in the aspect of a child, responsibility would be the right word. Anchor would be the other word for the significant other. I shouldn't say it like that though, because yeah, like, anyway, I digress. Blah blah blah. So yeah, and I mean, the whole thing with the group would be like to set up the rides, right? Like, you schedule them. Okay, like, we're gonna meet this Saturday at 1 p.m. We're gonna meet here, and we'll depart at 1:30. You know, ride at your own speed, sort of thing. Nobody, like, nobody will get like left behind or anything like that, right? Like, yeah, I think it'd be fun. also wouldn't mind like going to some of these events that I see, like people posting and stuff like that on YouTube. Like there's a few that happen down in the States that I would like to go to, and there's one that happens, there's a guy in I don't remember exactly where in Ontario he is, but they seem like they'd be cool people to hang out with. God, I wish I could remember their names. I know the actually no, I don't. I was gonna say I know their channel names, but no, I'm blanking on those right now. I believe the guy in Ontario, I believe his channel name is Adrenaline Junkie or something like that. Adrenaline Junkie. And what's his name? I can see his face. Seems like he'd be like a really, really cool guy to hang around with. This is where I come out. So now I could keep going this way and see what's this way. Let's keep going this way. Anyway, the other YouTube channel is I can't remember it either, but again, guy seems super friendly. He's a guy that I watched a whole bunch of his videos because he works for a shop down in, I think it's in Tennessee, and like they sell CF motos. So like I was checking out a whole bunch of his videos because like he was showing the good, the bad about like CF moto models and whatnot, and why he thought people should give them a chance and why he liked them. And so in doing the research before buying this, yeah, I was on his channel a lot. Now the shop he works for is called Main Street Cycle, Team MSC, but oh my god, his channel name, I want to say it's like Real Talk Power Sports or so. I'm so sorry. I wish I could remember these things. I could like look up on YouTube and I'd be able to like I could whip my phone out right now and have a look. And apparently this trail doesn't go very far. Or is it just a tree that's in the way and it does go further? I'm not liking the looks of that, so we're out. And I'm not liking the looks of trying to back into something here either, because it looks like it goes down on either side. Well, we're gonna do our best. All right, okay, there. We'll do a good old 3-point turn. All right. That was a waste of a few minutes. Well, I guess not really a waste, because now we know it doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, the two guys, they have names, and of course I can't remember them, but I can see their faces. I can hear their voices, and they seem like they'd be really, really, really cool people to hang around with. To get together with and ride some trails. And now they mostly ride side-by-sides, right? But I'm pretty sure with the events that they host, you don't have to have just a side-by-side. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from some of their videos that I watched, it's, you know, all are welcome. Doesn't matter the make and model. If you want to ride, you go and have a good time. And that's the way it should be. You know, of course there's always going to be ribbing between friends, like, you know, between, oh, you bought a Honda, what? You bought a Polaris, you bought a Yamaha, you bought a Kawasaki, you bought a CF Moto. Like, there's always going to be ribbing like that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you ride. The only thing that matters is you get out and do it. And that's the way it should be. That is the way it should be. Speaking of a side-by-side, I'm thinking that when I have this thing paid off, I think that's what I'll get next. Will be a side-by-side. I wouldn't trade this off. I'd still hang on to this. I would just add the side-by-side. I tell you, one of my biggest regrets when I bought my motorcycle was because I had a little Honda Navi. I know I've talked about that before, but okay, so someone's been down here since Saturday, because even you see these tire tracks here, that was not like that on Saturday. So someone's been through here since then, but this is the start of that trail I was talking about, just on the other side of the power line, right? So one day we're gonna go down there again. We'll do it when I'm with Mark or Dustin or somebody. Anyway, like I was saying, my one big regret is selling that Navi after I got my NX 500. And I sold it because, like, you know, oh, you're not gonna want to ride that now. You got your big bike now. You can go on the highway and on. No, I still wish I had that Navi, because it was fun to boot around in town on that little thing. Not so much, not so much on the highway, where I don't know how many people I pissed off trying to go on the highway with that thing, because, like I said, it had a top speed with me on it. It had a top speed of 80 kilometers per hour. And that's if I had a wind pushing me. If there was no wind, then I'd be like, 75, right? So you get out on a highway where the speed limit is 100 and people like to do 110 plus, and you're only doing 75 or 80. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had some people saying some not so nice things. But yeah, around town, that thing's so much fun. So I still wish I had it, which is kind of why if I were to get like a side-by-side or something, I would still hang on to this. Because some days I wouldn't mind, like, just hopping behind the wheel of something that's got like a steering wheel and a gas pedal, and and off you go down a trail like this. And then other days, I don't mind, like, hopping on a bike, right? On a bike like this, and now you don't have a cage around you, and it is a lot more open and whatnot, and so but that's like way in the future. That's that ain't gonna be happening anytime soon. If I could make something happen anytime soon, it'd be getting a snowmobile for the winter. I'd be like riding trails in the wintertime. Wonder how. Oh, I'm gonna have to maybe do some another trail to go check out someday. I'm gonna have to go do some YouTube searching, because I don't know that I've ever seen don't know that I see a whole lot of snowmobile videos, and that could be because it's so cold that the cameras don't operate in the cold, right? Like, the batteries would probably die really fast. I know a few years ago when I volunteered for the Northern Manitoba Trappers Festival Board, on my volunteer position, I was the one that started doing the live streams of the events. And let me tell you, coming up with ways to keep my phones warm while you're standing out in minus 30 weather. It was actually pretty easy. I just got a bunch of feet warmers that you unpeel them and stick them around your feet and your boots, and they keep your feet warm for, well, for hours, right? Because they're protected. But I'd use them. I'd stick them right on the back of the phone, and that would keep the phone pretty like warm enough where it would mostly run without too much problems. And then for the battery, I just had like a big, like one of those charge packs, right? And I kept that inside my jacket, and then just a wire out to hook up to the phone. So yeah, worked pretty well. A lot of fun doing that. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I guess it's something that since I was a kid, like I've always wanted to be like a TV personality, right? So here I am on YouTube at 49 years old, trying to be a personality. How am I doing, folks? Leave a comment below to tell me how I'm doing. You can really see some of our fall colors around here. The greens turning into the yellows. Every now and then you get a little bit of the orange. Some reds. Nothing like Southern Ontario though. But to me, it is a heartbreaking thing to see, because yeah, winter, the W word, the S word. I like coming out to the valley, going with my cousin, because like he knows a lot of trails out here. Like he's been potting out here forever. We have another spot nearby called Rawls Island, and I know there's got to be trails out there. There has to be trails out there. I need someone that knows that area to show me, and Dustin was saying that he knows like some places out there. He said that it's a bit to get to them, but he was saying that well, I guess not so much that it's a bit to get to them, it's just for him with his quad right now, it would be not wise for him to go because his quad isn't plated. So like if your machine's not plated, then you know you're not supposed to be traveling in the ditch next to roads or anything like that. But he was saying that he'd go out on his motorcycle. He's got a, what is it, a CRF 350 or something like that? It's like a dual sport. And he said he'd ride the trails on his motorcycle. I couldn't imagine riding something like this on two wheels. You know, like I've seen dare I call them kids, but you know, teenagers coming out here on dirt bikes and stuff, and I couldn't imagine trying to do stuff like this on two wheels. I know I'd wipe out and hurt myself. You know, there's times where on four wheels I feel like it's sketchy. Like I feel like the ATV is gonna, like, you know, tip to the side and I'm gonna roll off or something like that. I think that's where I would feel a lot more comfortable in a in a side-by-side, because then, you know, I'm strapped into a seat, and if I roll, well, there's a cage over top of me, right? I'm not gonna have to worry about my head turning a funny way and my neck breaking. And yeah, I'm, you know, probably being a little over dramatic. But when you start getting older, you start realizing these things. You start thinking about these things. You're not so flippant about whatever, if I get hurt, whatever, you know. It's like, no, if I get hurt, I could be hurt for like a long time. Alrighty, we're almost back to town. Another trail to go check out someday. That was fun. That was fun. Header for home. The wind is blowing really good. I was gonna say something, but there's actually nothing wrong with people being safe and double check and make sure it's safe to go. So I'll just shut my mouth and keep my comments about that to myself. See, now someone's out there working on the railroad. Now if I went the opposite way and I decided to try to come back down this road here, that guy would have stopped me and made me turn around and go all the way back. And I mean, he'd be within his right to, because there are signs on there that say private property, no trespassing. And it's really too bad, because it's not like I'm going out there damaging anything, but there are people that have in the past, and that's why they do what they do, right? One person spoils it for everybody. There we go. Hey. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for joining me, and you know, all that like and subscribe stuff. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, you guys take care.